Hey guys, Recycled Racing here. So I got a new camera. It's one of those Insta360 jobs, and I got a mount for the car, but it's a little bit weak. It comes with this little bracket here and a little doodabber to attach up here, but it wobbles. No matter what I hook to it, it still does this. And when you see the footage, you see guys that are using these cameras and they're kind of bouncing around on the back of cars, and I don't like that. For some reason that bugs me. I don't know why. So we're going to attempt to make a mount that will prevent that from happening and brace this thing up. Join me. So this kit for the arm, the third arm, not the main hoop, the support bracket if you will, has these two little suction cup jobs, and this one has a little just like that. Sucks out all the air in there. I like these better because I can make it have more of a seal than that little clip lock little suction cup things. Anyways, this is the bracket that it comes with. It has this little adjuster dealy and then this little clamp that clamps around the rod and a little extender jobby. These are all technical terms, I don't know if you know that, but this all goes together like that and holds this thing in place like so, or like so. And I need this to be probably a little bit longer, and it's gonna go, so if the pole, you know, sitting like this, instead of it being here, I want it to be like out there, so I need to make this length longer. When I do that, it's gonna be less stable. So I've got some, this little guy was a headrest mounted little camera job thing, so I'm gonna steal the clamp off of that. I don't use that much. A nice little solid aluminum clamp. I think this is gonna be what I build off of to mount onto the actual pole itself like this. I just need to go down to here. So I gotta get something that's strong and triangular. Well, let's see what we come up with. I think first and foremost, we're gonna have to make this wider to get a little more stable. So I'm gonna take this apart and see what I can do with some flat stock. So this just appears to be a piece of aluminum. This little threaded job on there. I think what I'll end up doing is making, this is 1/4-20 thread usually for these mounts. So I'll probably drill a hole in the center of this, weld a nut on the back, and then I'll drill 2 holes to match these over here. Well, since we're working with this with our scrap pile, I'm going to take this flat stock and some of this round rod, I think this is 3/8, and I'm going to put these together and weld it, make a longer piece. To index that and do that, I'm going to take the cutoff wheel and cut a groove in there. Then this little guy should slide down over it and give me some good place to weld to. So I don't know if you're going to be able to capture this, but this is the mounting point. 2 suction cups are going to go like that. These little guys are going to go up pretty high to the top. I got them kind of clamped up there for now. I plan to throw this on the top. That way I can mount the grabber jobber right there. It's got a, I think a 3/8 and a 1/4 20 thread on it. We're going to use the 1/4 20 side. And I figured this little nut thing, whoops, this little nut thing can, obviously these will be spread out a little bit, and this will sit on here and, you know, spread the load. But as you can imagine, holding 3 things and a camera is going to be complicated, so I'm going to try to do that. Well, there she is, Miss America. Got these 2 guys mounted on the bottom. Jury's out on whether or not this is going to be thick enough. I may have to put another piece on here to plate it so it doesn't do the things. And I'm probably going to put a bar here because I don't like this moves just a little bit. But I added a little bend to the top here where I welded those pieces together just because science and angles, it needs that. So let's go see what it looks like on the car. This is probably extremely overkill for what it needs to be and kind of looks like doo-doo. But what do you do? Anyways, this is what we're looking at here, and this is solely to combat the flex here, which is now minimal. And what I'm getting now is harmonics almost in there. So I think I'm gonna put this little guy somewhere in here. Just holding it there, you can see it really minimizes the movement. Of course, that's probably gonna need to be welded. And I think that might get, that might be enough to do it. I don't know what this science project's going to turn into. I'm sure that it's probably way more than I need to do, but I'm not spending money on more camera mount crap when I can buy car parts. So I may add some, you know, triangles in here, maybe a little brace up there or something. Heck, I might even come off of this one and try to brace here too. I don't know, because the stick itself is not, my rod's bendy. I don't know, it's weird. You would think that this aluminum fishing pole type crap would be super strong. I don't know. Guys say they use them on Indy cars and stuff. I don't know, we'll play with it. All right, well here's, I guess, finished product. I ran out of stock to make the X here like I wanted to, so it's still plenty strong. I'm gonna put my little DJI action cam on there because the 360 is in shipping. It's not here yet, but that should be more than enough to do the things and not wobble wobble. Well, I guess we'll go try it out. At least it is left and right. I may have to do some more on the front and back. Let's go check it out. guys, took it around the block. Seems to be holding pretty steady. Camera doesn't wobble like it was doing before, so I call that a win. So that was pretty cheap. Did some stuff with the scrap bin and got me a little camera mount made. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Action. On fire. I just wake up and piss excellence, and I want to go fast.
You're not first, you're last.
I was high when I said that. Did real good. Car ran real good.